June 10th meeting of the Brentwood Planning and Zoning Commission. I will call the meeting to order, and if you could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands.
All right, Mr. Moran, could you please call a roll?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. Mark Favazza,
Here.
Art Nelson,
Here.
Lisa Shearing,
Here.
Jack Shelton,
Here.
Carl Carlin,
Here.
Sherry Billbeck,
Here.
Paul Moran. We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Moran. Next item of business is approval of the agenda, which has been distributed. If there are no objections, are there any objections to approval by acclamation for the agenda? Seeing none, the agenda will stand approved. Next item of business is approval. We have 2 minutes. Approval first of the minutes of the April 8th, 2026 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Those minutes have been distributed. Are there any changes or alterations that are needed? Any objection to approval by acclamation? Seeing none, the minutes from April 8th stand approved. Next item is approval of the minutes from May 13th, 2026 of the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Any corrections or changes need to be made to those? Any objection to approval by acclamation? Those stand approved. Next item of business is citizen comments. Do we have any citizens wishing to address the commission on items not on the agenda this evening? Anyone online? Next item of business is old business, election of officers. Appears that there were nominations of officers last meeting, and we do to accept nominations for 2 months. Are there any new nominations for chair, vice chair, or secretary? Then we will need to, actually, I think we have only one nomination then for each role. Do we want to do these individually, or do we want to do them as a slate, I guess I will say?
I believe you can do them as a slate.
All right. Is there a motion, I guess, to approve the candidates as nominated?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
So, motion by Ms. Bilderback, second by Mr. Holden, Mr. Carlin. We'll do it a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. I even missed a meeting and got nominated. I'm not sure how that happened. Next item of business is, and thank you, everyone. You haven't gotten tired of me droning on. That's weird. Case 26006. This is a site development plan for a new 9-unit townhome development at 8815 Madge Avenue. I believe the owner or his representative are here this evening. I will note that we did have a site, please come up and go ahead and approach. We'll get to staff report here as well. We did have a site plan subcommittee meeting on this, and I appreciate the work and those who were able to attend for that, and believe we got significant new information. If you could, sir, please state your name again. I know you've done this a few times, and your address for the record, and then we'll turn immediately to probably to staff report with the latest update.
Good evening, council members, chairman, and then city staff. For the record, my name is Yashim Lamichane, 11 Deer Creek Woods, St. Louis, Missouri, 63124. I am the owner of the property 8815 Madge Avenue, and we are proposing the 9-unit townhouse.
Excellent. As I noted, we made some progress, and I believe there's been a number of updates, including with some of the elevations or the facade. We've seen some updates with landscaping. So if you don't mind, we'll turn it over to staff report. Ms. Kelly, please.
Yes, sir. At the site plan subcommittee, the discussion really focused on the elevations of the building. At the subcommittee, they did revise the drawings for the east elevation to more match for the west elevation to match the east elevation. And during the meeting, it was suggested that the front elevation facing Madge provide a similar detail of the east and west to help bring the scale of the development down, which they have provided before you tonight and is included in your packet. A number of the other questions that came up was the parking for visitors. They are providing a 25-foot drive aisle. A normal one-way drive aisle is 11 feet. An alley is also roughly 11 feet. two-way commercial drive aisles is 23 feet. So I believe there's sufficient room that if visitors are visiting the site, they can park parallel along that driveway aisle. If they're there for a short time. The applicant has indicated he's willing to talk to the commercial property owner in front of him to see about any overnight parking if necessary with them. Has that been,
I did reach out to him and left messages. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
but they are meeting the code requirements of 2 parking spaces per unit. All of the other code items were addressed at the prior meetings. The code requires a 25-foot landscape buffer and the building setback 50 feet from where adjacent residential, and they are providing that here, so.
I think one of the other issues was raised was parking and usage during construction, and I believe that was raised by neighbors and by residents, and I believe that was addressed during the site plan subcommittee meeting to their satisfaction. Any members of the commission who were there, anything else
One other.
they wish to, I'm sorry, Ms. Kelly, please.
One other thing is trash came up. We indicated that they would probably use toters in the garages. They would have to either carry them to the street, or the Public Works Director has indicated they could pay the extra fee to have them pick up at each home. But that is something that each resident would have to coordinate with the Public Works Department once they move in. The lighting was also addressed at the prior meeting, and there's no light being cast upon adjacent property. So, sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Any questions from members of the commission? But I do believe, I appreciate, first of all, the work that's been done in listening to both neighbors' concerns as well as the concerns raised by this commission. And I believe most of those have been answered. Any questions from members of the commission? Sorry, please, Ms. Bilderback.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a comment. I think it looks great. I'm kind of excited about this. I mean, we've looked at different things for this area. I walked in tonight. I wasn't able to make the last planning commission meeting. Had some family stuff going on, but I was really surprised that there wasn't a room full of people. So I'd say that this is an excellent sign because we've been through this before on this property. So I think it's great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. Bilderback. Mr. Carlin. All right, excellent. Again, really appreciate that. Sorry, is there a motion? Actually, I'm sorry, forgot the most important part. You didn't kick me. Are there any members of the public, online, or in person wishing to address the commission on this application? Seeing none, then, well, is there a motion?
Chairman.
Ms. Bilderback.
I move to recommend approval of this to the Board of Aldermen. And I do want to ask one clarifying question in that. So have we resolved the issues that you have on the fence, the 5, 6, 7, 8, as far as do we need to have them as conditions? Like any of these things here, or are these just conclusions that you're noting? Because I noticed that the fence in the written thing wasn't going all the way around.
Yeah, I did include that as going all the way around. That was brought up at one of the prior meetings. If y'all don't think it needs to be included all the way around, we can have that taken out.
I think it's good. I guess what I'm asking is what conditions do I need to put as part of my motion? These are all ordinance requirements, I think, generally, but except for maybe that one.
Yeah, I did already include in the list of conditions recommended is that it be carried around along the north property line. So that's already in there. The other items are generally just consistent with our prior any approval. And I indicated that trash toters shall be stored inside the garages when not out for pickup or otherwise screened from view to be consistent with the trash section 400-1930.
So on these conclusions, so the fence going all the way around, that needs to be placed into the motion, but the trash toters, that's under code, isn't it? Or do I need to include that in the motion?
You don't need to, you can just do it as the conditions listed in the staff report. The fence going all the way around is already listed in there on number 5.
Okay. So what's in the conclusions? Not, because this isn't written as a recommendation, or am I not on the right page?
Yeah, it says below are the recommended conditions for this project, including standards conditions, page 7.
I missed that part. I was looking at the header. It's
Okay.
been a long week. All right. So I make this motion for for recommendation for approval to the Board of Aldermen with the conditions listed on the Planning and Zoning Commission report dated June 10th, 2026, items number 1 through 8.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Carlin. Roll call vote, please, Mr. Moran.
Mr. Chair, Mark Favazza,
Yes.
Lisa Shearing,
Yes.
Jack Shelton,
Yes.
Carl Carlin,
Yes.
Sherry Bilderbeck.
Yes.
Paul Moran's yes. That's unanimous, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Moran. This will go to the Board of Aldermen for their approval. So ours is a recommendation that then goes to the Board of Aldermen, which will be the next meeting. Ms. Kelly,
Be July 20th.
July 20th. Thank you very much for all the effort you've taken on this, and we look forward to the development. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, next item of new business. Actually, I should have made one small alteration, but I guess I will say point of personal privileges. Mr. Hunt, Mr. Jeff Hunt, has decided to depart us for the wilds of Chesterfield Valley, and so he has submitted his resignation, but we appreciate his service for 4 years and hope that he won't be a stranger here in Brentwood. Next up, aldermanic report. Seeing no alderman, unless there's a mayoral report that is pending. If not, we'll move on to the director's report. Ms. Kelly.
We do have a couple of applications for the July 8th meeting, so if you can mark your calendars. The extra space storage has submitted for conditional use permit and site development plan. That's on the agenda, and then we have 2 CUP hair salon and a fitness facility.
In the industrial court?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Any other items of business for the commission? With that, now knowing that we just will stand adjourned since we have completed our agenda. So thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.